So here is for the cotter pins. This is going to be glued, but before doing that I'm going to do more fitting here. And as a surprise, I was planning to put things in, but this angle up here is so steep, so I don't need anything to hold it down on the inside there. So that's a good thing, because you see this angle is very good. It keeps it there by itself. And I've been doing other things today. I've been to the dentist and he's been very kind to me, so that's a good thing. And also I installed this light up here. It's diode and it gives bright light here inside. So now I'm pure blind, but you know, now I can see things. So this is a good thing. Hello friends, this is Yrvind, and now I've been to the dentist and he's doing my teeth. And what do you think, Magnus? Is my teeth okay?
They are very fine. Well used.
Very good. Okay, thank you very much.
This boat is unique in the respect that it has no keel or centerboard or leeboard. Instead, it has chine runners invented by Matt Leyden. It's the greatest invention in the 20th century for yachting because it lets them go in shallow water without any complicated barge.
here she is from the side. And now she's on even keel and ready to get the glass fiber on the inside. And here she's bulkheads and shine runner and a little bit mock up for the deck house. Here she's painted, some more paint, bottom paint is going to come on. So this is me and the hatch, and a good thing. And this is her out sailing, going downwind. Back at the boats, I didn't have any self-steering. I just trimmed the sails. She went very well downwind. So, on the Bay of Biscay, I had the topsail up, and suddenly it was a dark night. I woke up, the boat heeling over sharply, there was a squall. I opened the hatch, and what happened? A big wave came in, maybe a bucket or two in the water. Well, luckily, nothing came into the sleeping room, but still, I didn't like it. So now I have a different arrangement, like with a dry place in the middle, and one hatch aft and one hatch in the front. And also this rig, I now don't have it anymore with the sprit sail and this. And I don't have the shrouds, I have freestanding masts, and that's much better. So first stop was Madeira, Porto Santo, and then I sailed down to Martinique. She did have a lee helm, and that's why I put up the mizzen mast. I also shortened the rudder a bit, but still it was lee helm. So the difference between Matt, this boat is 1.3 meter, his 1.23. I have maybe 6-7 square meter sail area. Matt, I think, has about 10. So his boat is heeling over more. And this shine runner concepts needs heeling to go to windward. But all the way down to Martinique, there was no strong winds, except just when I made a landfall. Then a strong gale blew up, and it was in the night, and I heaved to. I put her with the beam towards the wind, and it's not a good thing to be if you don't mind, if you mind being capsized. But no capsize happened, and when the light came up, I saw Martinique, and that was in the south end, and I decided to go for Marine, I think it's called. It's like a little fjord coming in there, and it was very strong winds, and so I have to beat into it. But now she heeled over good, and she really went very well to windward. So this heeling made a lot of difference. And I think it's really the top side, the sides of the boat who prevents the leeway. And the shine runners creates a vortex, and somehow, this affects. like one man said, this is nothing new. Well, it's new, and it's a great thing. But I still think for ocean going and sailing downwind a lot, the daggerboard or centerboard in the bow is the better solution, because then you can have more possibilities to adjust the balance of the boat, and it's a complication, but it makes less resistance. So sometimes complication is a good thing, and if you look at nature, it sure is complicated. Even cars, you know. Before, you have a crank to start the engine with. Now you just press a button when it starts. And no one wants to go back to the crank. So, to Martinique, I arrived at Saturday. And I had no desire to cruise the Caribbean, because there's a lot of tourists and a lot of marinas and things like this. So I took like a little, on Monday, a little kind of minibus or something like that to Port-au-Prince, the capital. And then I went to shipping company and arranged to have the boat shipped back to Sweden. So I speak French, which is a good help. And then on Friday, a container is going to arrive, and then I asked some people to help me to tow the boat to a place where I can lift it up. Yes, they came in time, and the man at lifting the boat up, they also come in time, and the truck with the container came in time. And all these people, my friends, they were very astonished. They said, "Isn't this fantastic? Everything is coming on time. Everything working just fine." And it was a big wonder. And the boat is in the container, and me standing there with my rucksack. I know where to sleep. And the truck man is the man to the right in the picture with the straw hat on, and asked him if he couldn't drop me at the airport. Well, he said these trucks with containers, they don't like to have them there. Well, anyway, it was a long drive, and I complimented him was driving, and I said, "Do you also have a private car?" "Sure," he said, "I have a Volkswagen." Well, I said, "I also have a Volkswagen." So we became good friends, like brothers, and he said, "Okay, I don't care for these regulations. I drive right up to the airport and drop you there." So he did. And then Martinique and Paris got good airplane connection. There was airplane in the evening, and I got a ticket. And then this girl, 1968, I sailed with Anna. She lived in Paris, so I phoned her. I said, "Hello, Sven," she said. And I said, "I'm coming tomorrow." Well, tomorrow, Saturday, is my only free day. I'll be out there meeting you at the airport. And she lived just 2 bus stops from the boat show. And the boat show was also opening on the Saturday. So I got to Paris, I got to the boat show, I met some journalists there, and I let me in for free. And then I stayed for a week or 2 in Paris, and I got another airplane back to Sweden. So this is in January, and the container is in Sweden, And the interesting thing, I opened the door, and sure, that was the boat. And no customer has been opening it and inspecting it or anything like that. Because France is a member of the European Union, and because Martinique is France, France is also European Union, and Sweden is European Union. So this is very good. No paperwork. Just back up the trailer and drive it up to Västervik here in Sweden. So it's a fantastic thing with this European Union. But there's another thing. This is a boat show in Sweden. And you can see the white paper there. It says, this boat does not comply with all the requirements for the European thing, and you cannot sell it and you cannot use it. Well, the idea is small boats are not safe. Well, so like I said before, small boats are much safer than big ones. And if you look at the rules for the small craft director, or what it's called, this European Union for small craft, they have categories A, B, C, and D. D is just for like shallow water and, you know, very close to the shore. A is for ocean, but still, A is only safe for up to force 8, just to a gale. And they say more than gale, oceanic boats to the European direction specifications, they are not safe. And then they forbid small boats. Well, when I get to New Zealand, after eating the ice cream, I'll write them a letter and telling them to change the rules.